So here, before we get into the marine section, I think that's the marine section coming up, we've got a nice transition between marine and freshwater is your mud skipper. There is a mud skipper there. Yeah, it's impressive. And there's a crab in here. I think there's a crab in there, several crabs in there. Again, they come out of the water and turn around on the land, which seems to be the common theme in this terrarium. There's a word, isn't there, for one which is half aquarium, half terrarium. I can't remember the name. Oh, and again, archerfish are this kind of. That's an interesting marking set for an archerfish. I haven't seen one with mark. Usually they just got these, but they seem to be all differently marked. That's the classic look with the bands down, and these look a bit unusual. But what they do is they spit at insects. So if you put insects up there on those leaves, they will be interested in spitting at them, and if they hit them, then the insect will fall in the water and be eaten. And that's basically their specialism. These seem to be like Ectopus, am I saying that right? Cichlids, which are also like a bit of salt in the water. This is brackish water. That's also brackish water for the mud skipper, by the way. So we're brackish halfway between the freshwater area and the marine area coming up. So the guy really does have a great sense of how to run an aquarium. If I had a lot of money and a lot of time, then this is something like what I would want to try and do if I had the talent, but I don't suppose I would necessarily have the talent, but at least I've got enough knowledge to appreciate what he's done. That's lovely. Oh, look at that, he even goes overhead. I didn't notice that before. There's a shark. There's a shark, probably. That's the usual. And a grouper. I'm not a marine there we go. Right overhead. Like an aeroplane going over. Some kind of a bass or grouper. Tremendous. Well, there is evidence that occasionally some fish get their fins bitten by others, but in the main it seems fairly harmonious. And even, it's a nice batfish there. I do like batfish. And even the little one seems safe. Beautiful, really, really beautiful. This Monodactylus over there, Argentius, which is another brackish fish but manages perfectly well in full salty water. So this is all one big community that goes on both sides of the tunnel here and overhead, so that they can go where they like in this very large tank, and it's excellent. Oh, and here we've got a ground living shark. Hello. Got your eyes up like that, almost like a ray. Focusing on the eye a little bit. Interesting enough. Beautiful. Definitely worth this Tropicarium, worth a visit. There's a group are going overhead there. Show the batfish going overhead. Da 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 da. Tremendous, really good. Whether we need the music, I don't know, but okay. Scats? No, that can't be right. Why is it stuck to the side there like that? No, that can't be right. Oh, it's not even any water, it's just stuck fish model stuck to the side. Oh, that had me going there for a minute. There's a lovely moray. O tempera. O morays. Some angelfish. There's a beautiful big moray there. When the sun's in the sky like a big pizza pie. And this one's being cleaned by cleaner fishes, which is a genus of fishes which coexist with a whole range of reef fishes to clean them out. So sometimes the moray will open his mouth, won't eat them, just let them come in there and pick off the parasites. Not that I imagine there's all that many parasites in a curated collection like this. And those very big batfish there on that side I think there's I don't know whether that actually then goes across so that they're also part of the big one, or if it's just a separate area with glassed off, because these are very small fishes. They might not be going too well, mind you. I mean, like tiny fishes like that with a moray. Yes, opens its mouth, and the cleaners are going in, but he won't. And even he's closed his mouth, but he won't be trying to eat them, because that's an old relationship, that millions of years old relationship that you wouldn't want to be the one to spoil it. And some crustaceans as well, of course. I'm not particularly a crusty person, but should focus on them for a moment. This has got plenty of algae in it, which makes it quite well, maybe it's not so pleasant to look at a lot of algae, but it's an interesting algae. And here we go with a puffer, a porcupine fish actually, looking very happy. And there's a triggerfish, which is, well, I must have triggered him somehow because he's gone off. There's a leopard shark of some sort down there. Again, very nice community with everybody looking happy with each other. Hello. You alright? Come on, a triggy, mate. A Moorish idol going down there. There's a rather strange bifurcation of the dorsal fin. There really is a lot in here. It's almost like a second zoo. You've got the same that we saw from outside. You can see a ray there. And really the size of this shark, this ground living shark, his name I'm not sure of, let's see if I can find it. Because you've got the sandbar shark there, you've got the sand tiger shark, you've got a guitar fish, that's what it is, from the southern stingray. So this guitar fish is critically endangered. Rhinobatidae. So that's what we were looking at there, was a guitar fish. And up here is a very nice big puffer. Some wrasses. There's a tang, I think that's called a regal tang. Lovely big puffer. guinea fowl puffer. That's what we've called it. Mainly eats coral. Now we got some angelfish and a clown trigger. Erastus again. Fox faces. It's down there. I saw something down there that might be interesting. It's been a long time since I've ever seen a mandarin. I wonder if we'll see any blennies. I like blennies. Oh, now there's interesting. Now this I have only seen on the telly. So this is quite remarkable. We've got pipefish here. Obviously, it's obvious why they're called pipefish. Behaving the way they do in the wild because they've been given the right conditions. So they've got their heads out. And there's some kind of a trigger there going by. They're all moving around. Relatives of the seahorse and then of the stickleback. Pipefishes. Very interesting the way that they're stuck there with their heads out, and there's one that's retracting himself. How he's managing to just retract himself like that, I don't know, but it must be some muscular activity that does that. That is really rather remarkable, isn't it? I've never seen that before either, so this is throwing up. This is a remarkable aquarium, really. 10 out of 10. Because of the things that it's got in it that I've never seen before. As somebody has seen a lot. So it's really good. Nice, very nice. Very remarkable. Haven't seen that one yet. Oh, and then this touch pool where you can touch these stingrays if you dare. It's, some more tangs. I think it's called a domino. Bird wrasse, isn't it? That thing that looks like a discus that's a pair, isn't it? One's chasing the other. Clownfish. That's a very nice black and white one. I'm not sure what that is. The Royal Gamma. That's an interesting shape. Is that a kind of blenny there, that one? Interestingly shaped. And then there's this tank. Got some more different ones of wrasse, lots of regal tangs in there, lots of clownfish. That's the sort of thing. A lot of these you'll see in the trade if you go to a marine dealer. You could in theory have this at home. I've never tried it. I'm a little bit afraid of it because it's a difficult hobby, marine fish keeping. There's a lovely angelfish there. And the regal tangs, the colours of them are really remarkable. And all the time that wonderful big large fish marine. Right. And it all rounds off with this ability to try to encourage a ray to interact with you. And there's some Monodactylus argenteus, the shoulder of them, monos going through. Another ray there. Hello. So in theory you could put your fingers in and see if you can touch them. Well, I get to touch fish quite a lot, of course. Having my own collection, I'm not a big fan of touching them if you don't have to. Obviously it'd be quite exciting to touch a big ball like this. I hope he's had something done to his sting, because the sting is always near the end of the tail. So that doesn't have a sting, does it, at all? So maybe it's not a stingray, it's just a different kind of ray. But that's got a sting on it, that one there. Actually, that does have a sting, you just couldn't see it from that angle. So, a certain prudence to score for, I think. Right, and that's the exit.